This little end of the summer update. I apologize for having taken so long to record any videos. Yeah, I just been real busy. I got this job at a car wash in town. I was working 7 days a week for a couple months, and so I just didn't have enough time and stuff. So I just like to do a little update here. This is what the driveway looks like right now. Got some beans. This is where I was keeping the pigs for a while. Beans growing up. Got a couple things. Got a big old air tank from the dumpster. Got a air compressor down there, down yonder from the dumpster. Still pretty good. And over here in this little area where I ran the pigs through and I cleared it all up and I scattered seeds broadcast style. Well, we got some marigolds to come up. I'll be able to save seeds off them. And we got some okra here, and I'll be able to get some seeds from them. The main deal is I'm not really trying to harvest anything this year, just seeds, and then that way next year I'll have plenty of seeds. But as you can see over there, I don't know if you can see it, but there's loofahs that are trailing. They look like gourds or squash. They look like this type of leaf right here. They're kind of trailing up the trees on the borders like I intended them to. I got some sunflowers growing in here. This is what a loofah flower looks like. They kind of open up in the morning. Somewhere in here. Oh yeah. See, this is a baby loofah sponge here. It's a type of cucumber. It's in the cucurbita family. It'll grow to be a lot bigger. Let's see, all this barley and oats that I planted. About ready to harvest for some seed there. I probably won't be saving any seed off of that, just on the count of it's probably genetically modified and stuff, because it was just sold as feed. So a lot of the trees are growing back. What? You're naked, boy. You can't be on camera right now. See, there's several okras here that's their leaf shape. They made it up. Harvested a couple okra pods so far and a couple cucumbers for seed. There's a little brush pile I'm working on here. Yeah, this is a compost pile, and this is going to be a big deal next year. This hole right here, I dug about 3 or 4 foot wide and at least 3 foot deep, probably 4 foot deep, and have just been doing nothing but filling it up with just compost of every type. I got a bunch of like crabs and seafood and crazy stuff from the Asian market up in Tulsa from their dumpster. Put it in there, 2 or 3 truckloads of that crap, and then I got this new deal going on, and I'm getting barrels of produce from the local grocery store, and I've just been putting that in there and piling it up. It keeps sinking down, but finally we're above ground level. It's starting to really decompose, but I intend to get it mounted up about 2 or 3 feet and then leave that alone, and that's where I'm going to plant some stuff next year, probably like squash or gourds or melons or something, or tomatoes. So that'll be like a continuing episode. Then here out at the road, I got a couple collards coming up, and this is a local weed. Well, they consider it a weed, but it's called pokeweed, also known as poke salad, and it's got these berries on it. But none of it's edible in the spring. See how the stems turn purple and stuff, and the berries are purple. Once it starts to get that purple colorant in it, it's got an alkaloid and stuff, and it's kind of toxic. So the deal is you harvest it in the spring when it's just shoots, and you cook it in a couple changes of water, kind of like you would do spinach. But you got to change the water a couple times, and that's to get the remainder of the alkaloid out. There's only very little concentrations in there when it's still young, and you can eat it as a green. But my deal is, hey, just a minute, I'm making a video. Just a minute. My deal is, it's a great carbon crop. It's a great cover crop. It grows in good soil. It'll grow extremely tall. In fact, there's some right here down the road that's taller than me, and it's just got some good woody stems on it, a bunch of green matter. It'd be great as a cover crop and really create good habitat and stuff like that. But here's the one plant that happened to be growing near this compost pile. It's a gourd plant. See, that's a birdhouse gourd there. I've got it set up so it'll get a flat bottom. I'll probably get a couple off of that. But, I've just been kind of pecking away at it. It's just really been too hot here in Oklahoma, and I've been too busy and stuff. Got a few good things from the dumpster. Got this big old 12-inch culvert pipe here I'm going to use. And then just today I got all this chain link fencing and stuff from a job that I was working on. I'm going to set that up and make a pretty good hog fence, because the hog, she's or I guess it would be female hog, is a gilt, I think. But anyway, she's pregnant. She's fixing to have her first litter of babies and stuff. So I got to fence her off separately from the male, because country wisdom states that you want to keep the male separate, so that I guess they have a tendency to eat their young. I don't know, but you know, here's the trailer and stuff. I'm working on this tire wall here, and you all got to excuse me. I mean, the place is a wreck right now. I mean, I totally stopped dumpster diving for several months just because I had too much shit and didn't have no way to process it. Wasn't selling it, so it just ended up being a freaking junkyard around here. So right now, I got my buddy staying here, and he's helping me clear everything out and get it all cleared out and get it back to, you know, operational space. And I'm just kind of stocking up on building materials as the only thing, you know, and feed, of course. And here's some of this corn that came up from the deer feed that I threw out for seed and stuff. Here's where I'm keeping the hogs. They've been here for about a month. I need to move them. They're eating right now. See, they're getting pretty big. Getting pretty big. Old Biff, he's got the nuts on him the size of freaking footballs, and she still hasn't swelled up yet. I figured she'd start swelling because she's pregnant, but yeah, there's a trailer here. It looks like shit from the outside, but take a little video of the inside just because I plan on fixing it up. That's what Dave's doing here. David's staying with me, and he's my good buddy, and I'm gonna let him stay here for free and kind of fix it up. But this is what it looks like now. We'll do before and after on this deal. It's got a little bit more space than my trailer, but hell, I got it for $150. You know, it's got some water damage. It's got a couple leaks that need fixed. Got a little exterior kind of surface damage there. But you know, it needs some work, but it'll be worth it in the end. $150. I mean, it's got a good generator and it still runs, and mine don't even run, and I paid $2,000 for it. So then over here, the only thing that I've really done lately is I planted these elderberry trees. I was on a road trip and got stuck in this county, ran out of gas and stuff, but they had elderberries growing all over the place there, so I planted 3 of them and they all took. And then here's the kind of like a hybrid compost pile that I'm trying to do here. There's going to be a little garden bed, but right now I've got one layer of books that I got from the dumpster, and then one layer of 100% cotton clothes and stuff, because that'll all break down. It's good carbon matter and everything, so that'll all break down. But yeah, so that's what we got going on around here right now in the summer. It's starting to, I mean, it was freaking 93 degrees today, you know, 120% humidity or whatever, but it's starting to cool off. So we'll be able to do some work here this fall, and that'll be nice. But anyways, that's that for that.